was having problems sleeping at night, and I was going through Kanashibari almost every night. I think it had a lot to do with me moving out of my old apartment into this one. I wanted to stay at a more upscale place, so I could bring my friends over. There's nothing wrong with my new place except for the Kanashibari. Kanashibari is a phenomenon where your body won't move. It is quite common in Japan, where many Japanese people have said to experience this. It is said to be caused by the supernatural. My Kanashibari got worse, and I realized that every time I felt my body going numb in my bed, I could see someone standing in the corner of my room. I can't move or talk during Kanashibari, so I just move my eyes to glance over to the corner. It is of a man, and he's not someone from this world. He seems quite content, standing and staring at me. At first, I was annoyed and scared of this ghost, but I realized he doesn't do anything. He just causes my Kanashibari, and he stares. Soon, I'll fall back to sleep, and I'll wake up the next day. I thought he was harmless, until a couple months passed by. My body was weak, and I was losing weight because of my loss of appetite. My hair was starting to thin out, and I always had dark circles under my eyes. When I went back home during the weekend, my mother made me go to the hospital. The doctors couldn't find anything wrong, so I told her about the ghost that lives in my new apartment. She was furious. We went to the temple together and told the monk about my story. He told me to pray during my Kanashibari. In my head, instead of thinking about how to go back to sleep, I should pray. When I went back to my apartment, I felt a chill. It felt like something was angry that I left for a few days. Before, this ghost wasn't much of a threat, but I soon realized that it was something more than a man's ghost. That night, my Kanashibari happened again. As soon as my body couldn't move, I saw the ghost in the corner of the room. I assumed that the ghost would stay in the corner as always, but it turns out that it won't. It took a step, and then another. When he was close enough, I could see his face. There's something very wrong about his face. It was way past angry, but more like an insane frenzy going on in his head. I started to pray, and prayed as fast as I could. I kept on going and going. The ghost seemed to notice I was praying. He started to twist his face and let out a big scream like he was in pain. After a minute, he was gone. I kept praying for a few minutes, but soon I realized everything was okay. And that's when I heard, "Do you think praying helps?" The words came right beside me, followed by a deep, low laugh. I fainted. The next morning, I moved out of the apartment as soon as possible. I'm never going back there again. With that story told, blow out your next candle. And maybe, you should pray a little bit.